Hello, Selena from Teas.com.au and Impero. We're going to have episode 2 on fruit tea. Well, as you have seen in the first video, we talked about what is fruit tea. In fact, there is so much misunderstanding about it because it's not just a piece of fruit. So it is not as natural as you like it. Now, after that video was made, we have been working continuously on researching on fruit tea. Two things has come about. First one is we have now got a fruit tea that has got no flavor in it called Cha-Cha. Now, this is a good representation of what you can expect if you want a fruit tea that has no flavor. And what I mean by that is most of the fruits that actually have enough taste to actually infuse into a cup of water, it's usually quite strong in flavor, those berries. And typically there's a good dose of sour tones to it. So in Cha-Cha, we have put in a Chinese haw, not the hawthorn berry, but Chinese haw. And it's got that sort of sweet sour taste. We put in the usual hibiscus and some of the other bit bobs that actually can help to create this sort of fruit flavor. But it would be kind of a bit more like a sour plum flavor, and that is quite typical with a non-flavor fruit tea. The second thing is with the flavor, the world of flavor has changed a little bit. Since that video, I understand that it's moved from just simply the three categories of natural, nature identical, and artificial, now down to natural artificial. And I don't really understand why this has happened because I don't see any value in people like us who are trying to sell the nature identical flavor tea being like, hey, it's not entirely natural, we get it, but it's not entirely artificial either. Basically, we're saying that just the natural flavor itself, it's not strong enough, so it sort of needs something to help it along, to enhance it. And that's the, chemically part of it. So by actually removing the nature identical category, what that means is most of flavor you see now would really move to artificial. Now, how is that going to affect everyday life? I mean, I have looked at many ingredients out there in different things like chips and whatever. I don't really see that change being very obvious. And I think there is still a lot of confusion, and really the big guys are just taking us for a ride. It is pretty confusing, I must admit. And I have actually gone to my US flavor supplier as well, asking some of the really weird flavors we have come across, particularly from them, like organic champagne flavor. And we're like, hang on, there is no champagne tree. How do you make that? So they said what happens is really they actually using natural organic flavors to create a mixed flavor that is similar to champagne. That's what they are aiming for. So using the word champagne is not saying that it's come from a champagne tree, but it's simply saying that it tastes kind of like that. It's made from organic flavors. So we are moving more and more products towards the organic flavors. We get a better clarity out of using those. So we have peace of mind as well, because we obviously want to create a product that is healthy. So this is something that is quite uniquely ours, because most of the guys out there, they're just selling whatever. I mean, my Indian tea supplier said, well, you can just use nature identical flavor. Yes, we get that, but especially if we're putting in organic tea, we want it to be an organic flavor. So there you have it, a bit of the inside scoop. And yeah, if you have any question about the fruit tea, feel free to drop us a line or using the contact us form.